Welcome, beautiful soul of light. If you are here, it is because you are being guided. You are always being guided by that spiritual team that you have around you that you may not even know that you have. That is why you clicked onto this video. Welcome. My name is Deborah. Thank you so much for being here. Let's find out what are the messages that you need to be hearing today in this reading. If you've even never seen a tarot reading before, this is going to be your first time. Welcome. Somebody out there, it's your first time you've seen a tarot reading. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's get into what these messages are for you. Okay. I've got number 3 coming up here. Very nice energy. The number is the number of Hecate. It's the Holy Trinity as well. I am charismatic. Expression comes naturally to you. It never used to. Okay, that's exactly what I'm hearing Spirit Guide say. I'm clear audience, so as I'm speaking, I hear little things being said in the background. Expression comes naturally to you, and they said it never used to. Okay, you are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and even creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. That's very, very powerful. You never used to have this energy. You do have it right now. It's almost like you've gained some kind of like confidence, like you've gained some kind of understanding with regards to who you are. And I'm hearing Spirit Guide saying sort of like you don't even care what people think about you anymore. Maybe before you used to kind of hold yourself back and be like, okay, I mustn't really express who I am, or I must be very careful what I say. I must stay in my lane. I must do what people will be expecting of me. And I think you've grown to such a point, like maybe spiritually or even in life, you just got to a point you kind of like, I don't care. I'm going to express myself. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to voice what comes out of my heart. And to be honest with you, I think people are beginning to see who you really are, which is not a bad thing. So let's see what will come up here with the other oracle card. We've got bright heart light, open connections. There we go. That's you. I think you're opening yourself up more than you've ever done in your whole life. I feel like if you're hearing this reading, I feel like you've gone through something where you've almost like transformed from being quite afraid, like I heard Spirit Guide saying like a little bird, quite afraid to fly and really just hopping from tree to tree and being a little bit afraid to actually soar. And it's so interesting, and I'm just getting this vision of like a hawk or an eagle just taking off and soaring in the open sky as high as you can possibly go. And I feel like this is your journey. I do feel like you're actually either in the process or you've already done this, realizing who you truly are. And this is making you go, I'm going to be me. I feel like you have an open, literally it says open connection. Your heart is shining very, very brightly and you're showing yourself to this world. Beautiful. Love it. I feel like sometimes when we try to stay in our lane, when we try to fit in so badly, and we sort of hide parts of ourselves away from the world, or even we're afraid that people won't accept us for who we are, especially when it comes to like friendships and love, okay? The person that actually may fall in love with you, or the friends that want to be your friend, when they meet you, they don't meet the real you. So they don't ever have a chance to really like you. And in the meantime, when you actually start showing your true self to the world, that is when the people who are meant to meet you actually see you and they connect with you. And that's when magic happens, especially with relationships and with connections to people. Because your real light is actually more beautiful than what you think. Okay. So let's have a look at this bright heart light here. A lot of cards want to fall down. Okay, I'm going with what I saw. I'm taking those two. Yeah, no wonder. Okay, we've got a 5 of Swords. I'm going to show you this card and you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about here. Your truth is shining like a bright light. I think you're turning heads. I feel like your energy is making people notice you for the first time. And those who don't like it, that's okay. You can let them go. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Wow. Let's take out the other cards to the other oracles, so we don't have to do it later. Let's have a look and see. We've got you being almost like in a reality here, or pretending to be something that you're not here. With the 5 of Swords, this is a lot of negative energy. And I feel if you actually have a look at this beautiful little deer here, I hope it's a deer. Okay, it's like it's in an environment where it doesn't belong, and it's in the middle of the city. All the trees have been cut down. It's foraging here among the houses, among the buildings even, and this is not where it's meant to be. So it's almost like either you were pretending to be a deer, you know what I mean, the meantime you're not, you know what I mean, you're something else. I'm just gonna there's somebody out there I'm gonna speak to. I feel like you're a divine feminine, and doesn't mean that you're a woman. You're a very gentle person, meaning that you carry a lot of divine feminine energy. And I feel like you, in one way or the other, have given yourself away a lot, trying to make people think that you are a very gentle soul, very good person. And you kind of thought like being a good person means that I'm very, very gentle. So with people around me, I'm going to like bend very easily and very flexibly. And I think you've let a lot of people take advantage of what you presume to be a good person. Like, I'm going to be a good person, so I'm going to be very giving, very kind, and very gentle. And you can be a man as well and have that energy. It's just divine feminine energy. You get a lot of women who have got a lot of divine masculine energy, so it doesn't matter about gender. And I feel like it's really, I have to say what Spirit Guide says, okay? Sometimes they put in words, and as I'm speaking, they're saying something else, and I have to say it. It destroyed you. As I was saying, I feel like, and they said destroyed. And I was like, it destroyed you in some kind of way. It being that person who you thought, I'm a good person, and I'm going to do certain things for people here, and I'm going to have a bright light heart. The bright heart light is going to be this beautiful dear energy. But let me tell you something. I think you're going to realize that being a good person, being a spiritual person, being a divine feminine in one way or the other doesn't mean that you're a pushover. It means that you know how to fight as well. You know how to stand up for yourself. You know how to be powerful, and you know how to say no with confidence. The divine feminine is not actually somebody that's in the house cooking and cleaning and doing all these kinds of things. They're actually somebody who's out there like a warrior. The true divine feminine is actually very, very strong. Okay, defending her young, fighting for the family, going out there and foraging and getting food. In Africa, it is always the lionesses, okay, that go out and hunt. That is the divine feminine. That is what it is, okay? And I feel like you're learning that with new information, new beginnings, new awakenings happening inside of you. And you realizing that instead of being this very, very gentle, almost like pushover energy, like letting people be a victim to them, I think you are realizing that you are actually the emperor here. And I pick up this energy of you almost having this energy of being able now to balance both of these energies. Both divine feminine and divine masculine energies are coming in here. You are going to become, or have become, or are currently carrying this energy and may not even know about it. I feel like you got this almost like you commanding respect, commanding, not demanding, just from the way that you're carrying yourself, and you are getting noticed. There's a change in you and you're getting noticed. If you do hear noises in the background, I do apologize. My children are home from school, okay, so they're busy helping me a little bit, and you know, children don't know about noise reduction at all. So I do apologize for that. It's school holidays in South Africa. Okay, so let's get in here and get the clarifiers out for you. The life of a tarot reader. Now you know. Okay, so let's go in here. The World. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. My goodness. I feel like you kind of perceived yourself as very giving. Look, this energy reminds me so much of like the divine feminine energy. It's almost like you wanted to help everybody in the world. You're such a giving heart. She's carrying the tree of life there. It's like, I'm going to be the one that everybody can rely on. I'm going to be, and that men do that as well. I'm going to be the giver, the life bringer. the roots and the trunk and the leaves, the branches, everything. I'm going to just be the world to everybody. I do feel like it's a very, very gentle energy. I'm even looking at the little rabbit there wrapped around her feet, and I feel like you were this energy, and I feel like also because you were this energy, it's also what caused a lot of pain in your life as well. And I do feel like you've made I do think you've thought a lot about this. I honestly feel like you have thought a lot about this energy. I feel like you thought about your journey. I feel like you thought about what people have done to you. And I feel like you also looked at all the hard work. There's the tree. There's the tree. There's the tree. That's what you were giving to people in your life. A lot of different energies. You were the nurturing one. You built the tree. And now you sit in what you built here, looking at it and wondering if it was worth it. I tried so hard. I gave so much. I gave of my life, my heart and soul. Is it even worth it, what I was doing? And it's almost like you're going, you know what, something has to change here. And then I feel like you're taking back your power. This reading feels to me like you're taking back your power. And I think people are noticing that shift in your energy. Certain people who may have been taking you for granted may notice a change in you. I almost pick up this energy of a little bit of coldness as well, especially if you're still connected to the people who are kind of like taking you for granted a little bit. There's a bit of coldness coming in here because of the Ace of Swords and the fact that the Emperor in this deck is carrying that sword. There it is. And there it is. So I feel like you're going to take charge with that authority. I feel like you're going to take back your life here. And you're going to be a bit more tougher. But there's a big shift in your energy. I feel like people are paying attention to what that is. Very much paying attention to what that is. Let's see what we've got here. Lord Shiva. Look how many energies of like empowerment and how many energies of like leadership come in here. Okay? Huge energy. Transcendence. You are shifting. You are shifting. Rise up. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. A way forward is being given to you. But I'll be honest with you, I feel like it was waiting for you to shift your energy. For you to kind of like, from your internal thoughts and processes, think of a change. I feel like that's what it is. You thought of a change. And because you kind of like made up your mind, you're like, you know what, I'm changing things because I'm not happy with certain things. And now a way forward is being shown for you. Great leadership energy coming in here. Very, very strong. I feel like people are going to notice this very, very quickly. I love the fact that it says dance with the universe. It's almost like you're going to start to enjoy your journey forward. Okay. Holy moly, guys. You got the Knight of Pentacles coming in here. I do feel like this is about timing, heading towards some kind of big stability for you. You are somehow or the other here, which for somebody out there, you need this really much. You need it a lot much. You need this so much. I feel like part of you kind of like being stuck in a world where you don't want to be or being taken for granted. There could be financial issues there or stability issues within the next 12 months. Please, I know you're going, Deborah, 12 months. Tell me it's going to be 12 days. I can't tell you what Spirit is not telling me. What you need to know, transformation like this, it takes place over a period of time. Okay. Somebody got frustrated with me once and they were like, how can you say this is going to take 6 months? I remember reading a comment, just ridiculous, you know what I mean? And I was like, you're in a life that you created, unfortunately, by choices that we have made. Okay, we all do it. Did it take you 6 months to get where you are? No, it did not. It took you maybe 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. It is not going to take you 2 days to get out of that situation. And there's beyond that, steps are being given, meaning that even the universe around you must align events to take place, which can involve situations, timing, people, so that it can unfold in the path that you are on. So it's almost like the stars that are moving. They need to move into alignment so that you can move into a new reality. But is this worth it? I would say absolutely yes. You're going to be very, very, very independent. If you are worried about being able to take care of yourself independently, maybe being able to get a good job where you don't need the current one that you're in. If you're in a relationship where you feel like, you have to rely upon this person, maybe you've given away your power like that. We do that, in this current reality that we are living in, male or female energy. Please understand this one. This is a time of independence, not dependence. Every human being has to take responsibility for themselves. Okay? Meaning that you cannot be relying upon another human being for your well-being. You cannot be relying upon another human being to feed you, to clothe you, to put the roof over your head. This is not the olden days, guys. Even then, in the time of like my mom, my grandmother, the women and the men who were in those situations, it was not idyllic like the world would want us to believe. It was very hard. So we are coming into a time of the rising of the divine feminine, meaning that you step into your lioness power, okay? And you level up your life. Here, Taurus coming in with the Hierophant. This is all about your growth, your spirituality. Look how people are noticing you. I knew it. Look how they're just looking at who you are becoming. And I think some of them are shocked. They're just like, how did you do this? You're going to be one of those people that is like the stories that you hear. Sometimes you hear a person that comes up with a story and you meet them, and then you ask them, how did you get to be where you are in your life? How did you get to be the Hierophant? You know what I mean? And they tell you, oh, I was a housewife all my life. Something like that. I didn't even finish high school. People who have come up and now I'm a millionaire. And you're just like, I was homeless, And you're like, you own a yacht now. And you're like, yes, in a private jet. And you're thinking to yourself, how did this person do this? You're going to have a story like that in your life. This reading. You actually, here's your story. This is exactly what I was talking about. I think you, at one, maybe even now or previously, believe that it just depends where you are in your journey. I feel like you thought this would never happen, or you think it's never going to happen. You feel like the swords are blocking you, that you have no way forward, no way out. Yes, there is. Steps are being given. Steps are being laid for you. Rise up, be ready, be prepared. Because I feel like your energy is changing completely. I feel like with your 9 of Cups coming in here, look at this. You've got a 9 of Cups. With your 9 of Pentacles, you've got this 4 of Cups here. I do feel like there was a specific moment here in your life where you kind of gave up. Where you did give up. I feel like you said, I give up. I'm just going to have to accept my life the way that it is. You did something major there if you did that. The moment you kind of like in a situation where you feel stuck, that you do not want to be in, you're not happy where you are, and you don't know how to change it. And then what you do is give up. It may sound so defeating, but it's the most empowering thing that you can ever do, because you shifted your energy just there. You accepted. And acceptance is better than hating it. So there was a shift in your energy vibration. It has begun a while back already. And you're still going and going and going and going and going further and further. So the moment you're in a situation where you do not know how to change it, then you must come within and accept it. And I feel like that's what you did there. Without you knowing, the moment that you do that, that cup is there waiting. But to get to that cup, what do you need to do there? You need to climb higher up. You need to raise your vibration. So in the acceptance, maybe let's look at this tree like a scale of energy. Right down at the bottom here, we've got, I hate what I'm seeing. Hate is a very low energy. In fact, the most dangerous energy to carry, in fact, the lowest vibrating energy for me is fear. Fear. When you see jealousy, it's brought on by fear. When you see hatred, it's brought on by fear, because you're afraid of what you're looking at. Okay? And then the moment you say to yourself, oh, I hate this life that I'm in, and you said, but I got nothing I can do, I'm going to have to accept it. That lower energy rose just a little bit up there. Now you're at that level. And that shift is what is creating this change in you, and it's what's moving you. And the acceptance of the situation is literally what is going to be setting you free, or what has set you free. And then we've got your life coming into absolute balance. People with the Lover's card, Gemini in your reading, and you've got Taurus in your reading, major arcanas are going to be responding to you very differently. You owning it, and they respecting it. And this could be new people coming in. It can also be the people that are currently around you. This is what I'll warn you about. If you change into this Hierophant and people don't love what they're seeing, okay, and they go against it. Say, for instance, you were a housewife. I'm using it as an example. And you had no power, and you were married, and you just like, I got to change this. And you don't know how, so you accept it. Boom, steps start getting given to you. You start changing your vibration. The inside, the outside must match it. And then all of a sudden you start becoming this Hierophant person. And then there's somebody out there who does not like what they're seeing. That is not your friend. That person does not wish you well. That person not liking who you become because they like you being a victim in their world. And so those are not your people. You have to know that. Even if it's your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, your child. If they do not like the better raised up version of you, that means they like you down there on the ground at their feet. The people who will like you for who you are, the people who will see you and like you for who you are, those are your people. Okay, this is such an interesting reading. Wow. Okay, don't be afraid to cut people out. I'm just sorry. This life is huge. There's 8 billion people on the planet. Okay, the cosmic heart. You are becoming a movement of energy. Look at this. Devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. This is beautiful. Where you're going here, then it reminds me of a lot of energy movement here. There's a lot of energy, that potency coming in there. You're very devoted to your new reality. There's a lot of energy, a lot of strength coming inside of you. And it's almost like you're dancing on stage, or you're dancing through life in some kind of way here. And it's like you're the magician. Oh, you're reading luck. Thank you for being here. Okay, you're the magician of your life. You are becoming the magician of your life. And let me tell you something, you're having fun here. The dancing with the potency of life, you make your life a moving prayer. Why not? That is you doing that. That is you with the power to do so. And look at this, what comes up here. Look. 9 of Cups. Look how you shine. Look how that peacock is just like, look at me. Look at who I am. This is me. This is my energy. This is my bright light heart. Look at that. That's who you are. That's who you reveal yourself to the world to be. And you're going to start to have some fun with this energy. And there you move forward in your life. Very, very strong. You got the Ace of Swords twice in your reading. Very strong person. Very strong. But I still feel like you carry that gentle energy, you know. I still feel like you have it. You just know also when to, you know, the lioness in where we are in Africa. So I live in South Africa. We got the lions and everything. Not running in the back garden. Okay, I'm just saying. We do walk outside and don't get eaten. Okay, but in game reserves and whatever. So we literally, you know, they're so nurturing, they're so loving to their babies. All the lionesses will raise the cubs together as a group set of mothers, and that lioness will nurse their sister's baby, and just be the moms. Beautiful, caring, divine feminine energy. And when the time comes, They're the fierce warriors out there as well. And I feel like you're going to have that exact energy. So let's see the Knight of Pentacles coming in here. And that's twice now that we got the Knight of Pentacles. Judgment. I'm going to show you something interesting. Twice now we got the Knight of Pentacles coming in here. You are moving your life, I'm telling you again, in 1 year from now, your strength and your energy is going to be very shifted. And it's not like you're going to sit here now every single day going, I'm only going to see a change in a year from now. No, this is unfolding over the next 12 months. You are going to be seeing the shifts and changes. You are going to be seeing everything sort of falling into place here. By the time you get to the end of this period of time, you are going to be in another reality. I love the fact, right, that you've got both of them. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles means you're independent. You don't need nobody to take care of you. You take care of yourself. You take care of others around you. You are long-term stable. You are fantastic. Okay. And the Nine of Cups, look at that. It means you don't need nobody to be happy, because you are creating your own reality where you can be happy with or without somebody, with or without people. And you know what? If you got that energy, you got that in your reading, this person who can do this in their life, that is the most powerful person on planet Earth. You can do that. You can create your stability without the need of anybody else. You can manifest what you like. You can dance with life as you wish. And you are happy alone. You are the most powerful person on the earth. Be afraid. But at the same time, you can manifest what you want. You will be with those who will share this reality with you. You won't be alone. You're going to be okay. And people who do come into your life, they're going to know that. They're going to know that you're there with them because you want to be with them, because you enjoy being with them. And let me tell you, you are going to be so respected by those who are attracted to this brand new energy of you, to the light that you're showing. And look how we've got here, okay? So many synchronicities. We've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Divine masculine and divine feminine energy in this reading. It's come up quite a lot here. And I feel like it started out with very divine feminine energy. And then it shows up here as a bit of divine masculine energy coming in here, which is interesting because the clarifying card for the divine masculine energy is the Ace of Swords. And the clarifying card for the High Priestess, divine feminine, is the Ace of Swords. Look at that. So yeah, you are. Got this energy. It's very, very strong energies coming in here. This is the counterparts of each other, meaning that you show this balance, meaning that you balance yourself, divine feminine, divine masculine, strong but gentle. And you have an understanding here as you move into your future, when to be what, when to be strong, when to be gentle. And because of that, that is what is creating this beautiful balance. There's also another energy coming in here with this. This is divine masculine, so it's mind energy, and it's attached to doing. So I am going to light my candle. That is divine masculine. Divine feminine, High Priestess, is heart. And that is you, I'm going to feel the warmth of the candle, okay? And this is also the energy that now takes place between you, why you become the magician. Because your heart and mind become one thing. It's not like your heart is going, I'm not happy in the life that I'm in. And your mind is going, I don't know how to escape this. I want a new beginning. I don't know how to do it. You know, it's like you realize that you what your heart wants, you go for. And when you get that into alignment, that is when you truly become this magician energy. And that's when you're going to make your life a moving prayer. That's when you're going to decide what it is you want to be praying about, and you're going to actually live these things. So you know, when you pray and you say, dear God or universe or whatever you're praying to, you know what I mean? It's all the same energy, I'm just saying. And you say to yourself, I want to be in this life where I'm experiencing running of a business and I'm independent and I'm strong. I want to be in this life where I'm building my home the way I want it to be, the way I want it to feel when I'm in there. And when you start to create that and you see that reality showing up in your everyday, I can touch it reality, that is when you're dancing with life. Because that's when you start having fun. And I feel like you're heading into that. It's almost like whatever you're saying, I'm going to do this, you end up doing it. I love when that happens. And you're going to actually realize that it happens more and more often. Everything that you're almost looking at here in this room behind me, I wanted, okay, specifically that hamster hand there. So I saw the hamster hand a couple of months before I actually got it. And I went in somewhere and I was like, whoa, this is something so beautiful. I actually was quite expensive, so I didn't have enough money on me. I couldn't get it, okay? And I was like, it's reality. And I was like, I've got to do other things. It's so beautiful, but I'm going to put it down. And I let it go. I accepted that I'm not going to have it, okay? I was like, I'll get something else. We'll replace it one day. It'll be all good. And I remember a couple of months later, I'm sure like 4 or 5 months, I happened to walk past the same store, and I was like, let me go look at the ham, see if it's still there. And I walked in, and it was all sold out, and I was like, whoa. And I happened to be passing the discount aisle as I was leaving, and there it was, half price. And I was like, grab. I was like, you were always meant to be mine. So that's when you actually kind of like start dancing with life. You may be having, like, I'm a single mom, so I'm raising all my children on my own. I can't always go buy that because I'm paying for school fees, medications, everything the children need. So that was like the universe saying, oh, you want it? We'll make sure you're going to have it. And then come around later, now you can get it. You see what I'm saying? So it works out for you always. And that's when you begin to dance with life. The exact thing that you want, even if you don't have enough to get it at this moment, it will come for you later. Because life is going, you want it? I'll deliver it for you. That is when your reality becomes fun. And this is how you're going to be moving into things. It's how you're going to be creating your life, and you are going to be so surprised at what it is you can manifest. There we go. Thank you so much, my beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here. I nearly said Aries. So if you're Aries, hi, this is your reading. If you are here and you're resonating with this reading, do check out the one that I put up here. I feel like this one is going to be tied to the reading that we're doing. I feel like it's going to have the same kind of energy. If you haven't watched it already, just go over there and watch it. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next time. Bye.